We are Stéphanie and Valéry. In 2020, we found an abandoned boat seriously damaged. It is a Vauquier Centurion 4245, a made-in-France sailboat of 1989. We started to renovate her by building a new keel, spent over 2 years on the hard doing lots of other boatworks. After all this time waiting, we ended splashing ORIYO last July, began to sail with her and untie the lines, leaving French coast for a new adventure. This second season of Sailing ORIYO is about sharing our navigation and steps across the Med toward the Atlantic.
We left early this morning the harbor of Garucha. It was a weird place, but the guys there were really cool. So we did enjoy a nice gale and a lot of rain, but very comfortable at the harbor there. So this morning we left before the sun rose to try to catch some wind, but unfortunately there isn't any, so we are motoring again. But we are at least still heading south, and we are aiming to go to Alboran, which will be a huge hop to go to, well, the rest of the Mediterranean Sea, and to reach one day La Linea de la Concepción, right next to Gibraltar. A real lady, the Mediterranean Sea. To sail upon it's well, quite difficult. It's usually all the conditions that you don't want to be sailing. So it's either no wind or too much wind, and usually not in the direction that you want, so you have the wind in front of you with the waves and sometimes currents. Well, everything that you want to not be sailing. So far we did enjoy the small ride that we got. The sailing parts was always nice, but it's more motoring than sailing with the sails. But we knew about that, but we would like to be sailing more. But until the next sailing part, we are, well, at least enjoying the landscape, which is absolutely gorgeous. This is what happened when it's raining like crazy and you are just out for a walk. We are officially getting into the Sea of Alboran, which is a part of the Mediterranean Sea, right before Gibraltar, between Morocco and the south of Spain. It's a new step for ORIYO and us.
we finally arrived in the Alboran Sea. On the right you have the Cabo del Gata. You have the Cabo del Gata. And this is the second time for me I cross this cap. And it's very nice. It's a new adventure begin. Hello! Hello, we are French. And you are, where are you from? You from another country?
For the past few days now. It's quite a calm place to be. The marina is really big. It has about 1100 moorings for boats, so it's large. But the city by itself, it's more like a marina slash city place. So there's only like a couple of restaurants and bars open right now because it's late in the season, it's October. You have some stores, shops, a place to get groceries, and basically all the rest is just apartments. We are waiting for the weather to be a bit more windy so we can leave here to reach Gibraltar. We are using this time to get some rest, maintain ORIYO, and of course work on the videos. This morning we started with about 1.5 hours of motoring, but we got some wind. Well, it's not exactly what was predicted because the forecast weather said that we should have right now between 15 and 20 knots, and we have something like 8. So we are not going as fast as we were supposed to do and we hoped to do. But we got some, well, we're still learning from ORIYO and her way of sailing, and we have a good news today because we are going downwind and the waves are coming right from, well, the stern, and ORIYO is quite comfortable with this kind of waves, and she's less rolling with that kind of waves than that she was supposed to be. So it's a comfortable ride. So we are heading toward the west. Still not a real clue of what will be stopping tonight, but it's kind of a weird mood day. We've done so far a little bit more than 41 nautical miles at a good average speed for such low wind, because we've done some 5.2 knots in average. This is a fine balance between sailing and motoring, so it's sometimes with sails and then engine and then sails and then engine and so on and so on.
Hello everybody, this is I think the last sunrise on the Mediterranean, because in a few hours we are arrived to Gibraltar, just near Gibraltar, to la Línea de la Concepción. We motoring again. We just made a quick stop this night during 3 or 4 hours in the Marina to the gas station to have a little nap, and now we are going to la Línea de la Concepción.
Such a foggy day, another one with, well, a bit sun, but a lot of clouds and especially a lot of fog. But well, it's like we are arriving in the UK as we are heading to Gibraltar, so it's not that different from the UK by itself. These 2 last days have been quite long. We had to use the engine a lot because, well, yesterday we've done like 12 hours with only 5 hours of sailing with the sails, plus 12 with the engine on, to finally stop for like 4-hour sleep and put on some gas at the station just to be sure that we will arrive to Gibraltar without, well, running out of fuel. Well, we hoped that we could do a little bit of sail, but unfortunately it's like no wind. Well, a lovely and beautiful mirror-like sea. So it's really beautiful. At least it's the good point. It's a soft sail, but the engine is still on.